to Violet May Handmade. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Samantha, and we're a mother and daughter who love all things sewing.
So today we're coming to you with our April makes. So Mum was getting quite despondent about all of her dresses not fitting, so I wanted to make one for her. And I thought that a knit one would be really good.
Yeah.
And I've made this pattern before for myself. It's the New Look 6650. And I thought that maybe this one would be good because I just think it's a really nice dress and it shouldn't have been too hard to fit, I thought. So I went ahead and made that. So this is the fabric here. So what I did with this is I got Mum to try on my version so that we could sort of gauge a little bit the size. So mine were in the smaller size, the size 10. So for this one we went with the 14. And then in the back it's supposed to have like double-ended darts, but I just took those out completely, so it's completely straight in the back. And then I think it's a perfect fit, really.
It is, because I don't like things too clinging, so I didn't want a really tight dress. So yeah, no, it fits really well.
So for this one I did the long version, but I didn't put any slits in or anything. I mean, you can walk in it.
Oh, because it's stretched, there's no problems
Yeah.
with walking, yeah.
So this was a cotton jersey from Spotlight, and it's quite like autumnally.
It is actually, yeah.
And then it's got the ties
The
in
tie,
the front.
yeah.
So I raised these a little bit because I wanted them to be not quite so low as the pattern has them. The pattern has them almost on the hips.
It does actually, yeah.
So
yeah.
I raised these ones up and I think that's really nice.
Perfect, yeah.
But I just need to go back and fix these sleeve hems because I just turned over the overlocking, but it's not quite enough. I didn't want to lose too much of the sleeve length, but it sort of rolls over when you wear it.
I think we're going to false hem it, aren't we? Because, yeah, it does roll over.
Yeah. But overall, I'm really happy with it.
Oh, it's lovely. I'm really, really happy with it. Because I'm not a huge fan of sewing with knit fabric, so I'm really appreciative when Caitlin does it for me.
So is it one that you would like want again? Or?
I think I would like another one. Yeah.
I think it really suits you.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
So while I was doing that one, I made another one for me. But I haven't quite finished it yet. I just need to hem the sleeves, fold over the neckline, and then hem the bottom. So I use this navy and white knit fabric from East Coast. So
very pretty.
It is, and it's very light and like very like drapey. Because yours is quite sort of
it is a
substantial fabric.
Yes.
So it doesn't really drape, but I think that does work.
I don't mind that. I actually like that type of fabric. Yeah.
Whereas this one, like when you tie it up in the front, like the tie sort of like slips around quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I do put the darts in the back of mine, and then I've also done the same thing, the long version, and no slit. But I cut the sleeves from View B, which are the sort of longer sleeves. I thought they would be really nice, but I'm just not a fan of them.
Oh, you don't like them? Oh, okay.
So I'm actually going to cut them more to a short sleeve.
Yeah.
I did consider like putting elastic down there to sort of like ruche it up.
That could be pretty, couldn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah, because I did think it would be a nice like transitional dress, and I feel like if you make it short sleeve, then maybe it's not quite so much.
Yeah, true.
So
yeah, I think the elastic idea is a good one.
yeah, maybe I might do that. And just something a bit different to my other versions.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall I'm really pleased with this. I mean, I knew that it was sort of going to work, so I've made it quite a few times before, but yeah, I'm really happy with it.
So Caitlin and I entered in the Dodgy Bag Mal, which is run by Claudia and Ali, which I'll put their channels below. And we participated in a swap. So we made a bag and sent it to somebody else, and they made a bag and sent it to us. We had to send the bags off before we were going to film this, so we took some footage which we'll insert now so you can see how we made the bags. A couple of weeks ago I made my first piece of patchwork fabric using some pink scraps that I had. I decided to make it into a project bag, so I made 2 different pieces and joined them together. So this is my project bag here. That was the first piece that I made originally, and then that was the second piece of fabric that I made. So it's just a simple drawstring bag, and then I've got the navy and white spot on the inside as the lining. I've just used a plain piece as the drawstring casing, and then I've just got some pink ribbon in there which pulls up to make a cute little drawstring bag for your projects. I also add a little piece of ribbon which I just put a little metal ring on so you can put your stitch markers on there to keep track of them.
So after seeing Mum's patchwork, I decided to make some patchwork of my own. So I've done yellow for mine. lots of different yellow fabrics. So that's the front with the loop for the stitch marks on there as well. Then that's the back. So mine has got a navy spot drawstring casing and a navy spot lining. So mine is a tiny little bit smaller than yours.
Yeah, it was just the way the patchwork worked out. Yep.
But I still think it's super cute.
Oh yeah, well you need all different size project bags, so yeah. But I really like the way they've come up. I think they look really, really, really nice. So I'm going to do some more.
Definitely.
Yes. It is quite time consuming though, but it's worth it. Yeah. Yes. Caitlin wanted something to put her embroidery in, so I decided that I would make her a zippered pouch. So I made this one, and it was a pattern by Whitney Sews. It's got vinyl in the front, and then on the back it's got the pink fabric, and then it's bound all the way around, and then it has a zipper up the top, so you can open that and put your things in there. I have never made anything like this before, and I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out, because it was quite a complex project, and I didn't realise how complex it was going to be when I decided that I'd make this, and afterwards I was thinking, what was I thinking? But anyway, the binding, Whitney's tutorial I did not find very helpful, so I found a fellow on YouTube, which I'll link below, who gave a really, really good tutorial on how to do the binding. And I think the mitered edges have actually turned out really well. It's the first time I've ever done anything at all like that. The only thing that I'm not really happy with is this top zipper bit. I've never sewn with vinyl before either, and oh dear me, I don't think I'm ever going to sew with it again. It's because it's so rigid, there's no movement whatsoever, and getting this top bit flat was just a nightmare. The actual sewing of the vinyl, I looked on a few YouTube things to see how to sew that, and I didn't actually have any trouble sewing the vinyl, but because it's just so rigid, this top, it's just a bit wonky, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist. But for my first attempt, I think it's, very, very good. I'm really thrilled with it. I love it. Yeah, well, Caitlin loves it, so that's the main thing. But yeah.
So last week we put out the reveal of our larkspur totes. We'll pop in a picture and we'll link the video down below of what we made, so you can check that out if you want to see that. Mm-hmm. So we have some really exciting things coming up in May, which we're excited to talk to you about. So the first thing that we wanted to mention was on the 15th we have a video coming out with a collaboration with Carole from Sew Carole. So we're really looking forward to showing you what we've made. Yes. So that's the first exciting thing. And then secondly, there's a challenge running called Sew Autumn Denim.
I'm not really sure, but I think that's it.
Yeah. But we'll put the details on the screen and the people who are running it. Yep. So we're both going to do an entry for that. So I decided to make a garment for mine. So it's from this magazine here. It's the Sew It Vintage magazine, which I've had for a while and I love all of the things in here. But particularly I'm going to make this. So it says 80s style pinafore.
I think it's so cute.
I love it so much. And I thought it'd be really nice for like autumn winter.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. So the denim that I have is this hot pink denim. So it's got like white flowers on it, and I just think that it's going to be like so cute with like plain like neutrally top.
Oh yeah, it'd be gorgeous.
I'm really, really excited to make this. So I just need to get that cut out and sewn up. I think that it's going to be like relatively simple.
Should be.
Like it's got those interesting...
It is lined though.
True.
Yeah.
It is. And it's got those interesting pockets on the front. I think that I'm going to do those.
Oh, I think so. I think they're cute.
Really
it just gives a nice detail, doesn't it? Yeah.
And we've got those like
the buckles. Yeah.
Because you were originally going to make this, weren't you?
I was, yes. Then I changed my mind.
But I'm really excited to see how that goes.
Yeah. For quite a while now, I've been wanting to like repurpose an old pair of jeans and make a project bag. So as this challenge is all about denim, that's what I'm going to do for mine. So haven't quite decided exactly what I'm going to do. I'm thinking maybe doing a little bit more patchwork on the top and then the denim on the bottom, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. But I'll definitely be making a project bag, and I'm going to do the zippered one this time. So quite looking forward to doing that. I love making project bags.
I think doing purple patchwork would look really pretty.
Gee, that could be nice, couldn't it? Yes, maybe I'll do purple. So my first plan is the New Look 6886. So I'm going to start work on the bolero there, which I'm quite looking forward to making. I won't get it finished, but I'm going to make a good start in May. So the fabric that I've got is this lovely baby pink rayon, which I think will be a really nice colour that will go with most of the things in my wardrobe. So I'm really quite looking forward to making that, because it's starting to get a little bit cooler here now, so just sort of that you need something lightweight to wear. So yes.
So Mother's Day is coming up in less than 2 weeks.
Yes.
And I haven't even started this. So I'm making a Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush top for my grandma in this beautiful fabric that we got from the Nest, which we shared in our haul video. So she is really excited about this. So I'm going to get it done for Mother's Day. I'm certain of it.
Oh, you will? No problem.
Well, I've made
You've made quite a few, so yeah.
I do know what I'm doing, and
yes.
I think that I just need to trace the pattern out, get this cut out, and then I should be able to whip that up. Before last winter, I made myself a new dressing gown. So I used this pattern here. It's a Simplicity 1562. So it's just a really great, like, basic dressing gown with a shawl collar. So my grandma wanted one of these, and this month is going to be the month that I make it. So
yes, well, before it gets cold and she needs it.
Yes. So this is a white minky fleece fabric. So I think that this is actually going to be easier to work on than mine, because as soon as you cut into mine, it just frayed absolutely everywhere. It just got all over everything.
Fluffy, yeah.
And it was actually a bit of a nightmare. Like, it was all over the floor. It was just absolutely everywhere. But I think that this one cuts a bit cleaner. I'm hoping.
I think it will.
Yeah.
I think it'll be easier.
Yeah. So I just need to, I've got the pattern cut for that. I just need to cut my fabric. And that's a quick sew too, really.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to do that, because she's definitely going to love it and she'll wear it a lot.
So we've been doing a bag make along where we've been making a bag every 2 weeks. So we've done our first one, which we showed in our other video, the Larkspur tote. So the next one, which is due out next week, we're making the tiny tote, which is a pattern by So Can She. Yeah, we've got 5 free bag patterns that we're going to make throughout the next couple of months. When we do our video for the tiny tote, we also will reveal what the next bag will be. So we'll have another bag coming out as well this month.
So it's going to be a really exciting making month, and we're really looking forward to making all those things and sharing them with you.
Until next time, happy sewing.